Hey guys, long time no see. I have been absent from YouTube and it's such a struggle, and then with this whole allure thing that was going on, it was just really time consuming. And I'm not giving excuses because I don't have to make videos if I don't want to, I know that. But I have decided that I'm not gonna pick a set day, but I am gonna start hopping on the YouTube bandwagon, whatever you wanna call it. So there will be a video for you once a week. I am going to make it happen. For the month of April, a foundation I've been using nonstop is one that I picked up on my New York City trip with, which I actually vlogged, and I'll link below. But this is the Perfection Lumiere Velvet Foundation. This is Chanel's newest foundation. I have tried a bunch of different ways to apply it. I find it best if I just dot it all over the face and blend it with my fingers at first, and to get rid of the smudges or the smear marks, I will go in with a damp beauty blender, and mine is disgusting and gross, so I apologize. But dampen it and just lightly pat over my foundation and just make sure that it's blended in. The reason why I say use your fingers is because this is a liquid to powder. So if you just lay it on with a brush, it will set and it will cling to any dry patches. This is, I'd say, more for an oily skin person. So I just really work it into my face before I apply powder over top. This little guy from Kevin Aquan, and it is their sculpting and highlighting, their candlelight highlighter, and geez, I can't speak today. And the contour, what is it? The medium, sculpting medium powder, but they did a cream form, and I'm in love with the highlighter. It is so, like, if you think the candlelight powder is super, you know, finely milled, and it just looks like it's, I can't speak. I'm at awe for words. Like, I can't. The highlighter is just, it's magical. It just melts on the face. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, look at that. Bam, bam. Do you see that? And then I put a little bit on the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow, and it doesn't melt off my face. It's small enough that I can chuck it in my bag, but I gotta be careful because summertime products do melt. So I don't use the contour shade too much, just because I have a contouring powder that I am obsessed with. I use the Zoya bronzer in suntan, and that is my contour, bronzer, whatever. Occasionally, as you can see, my fingers in it, of course. And I like to use my fingers with it. I just like putting stuff on my face with my fingers. On my cheeks, I have been reaching for a little bit more color, and I have Tarte's Tipsy, and it is just like a peachy, corally, I'd say more on the peachier side, like a true peach. And it doesn't have any shimmer in it. It's matte, and it works. I am pale as hell. I naturally am darker skinned, but to me, I'm pale, and this makes me feel a little bit more healthy and a little bit more tan, I guess you can say. I can fake it, fake the glow. Another product I've been liking is this Revlon Brow Fantasy, and this is in the shade dark brown. And I literally I can even just go back and forth in between. I know I have thick brows. I know that. You don't have to tell me that I don't need to film in, or that but I do. They are sparse here at the top, so I feel like I need to sometimes shade them in just a little bit, because it could look a little funny. And then I have patches like on where the tails are, and not that I'm missing hair, but it's sparse. So what I do is I go back and forth with the pencil end, and this is, yeah, it's labeled number 1 pencil, and then here, which is what I really like, is it's a brow gel, like a tinted brow gel, and it doesn't have any shimmer in it or anything like that. I just lightly coat my eyebrows to keep them in place so that they're not everywhere throughout the day. One thing though, do not use too much of the gel because your eyebrows will look really patchy and they'll start to stick. So what I tend to do is like scrape a little bit of the excess off and literally lightly just brush the hairs into place. And even on days where I don't fill my brows in and I just use the gel, it gives me a little bit of a tint to my sparse areas on the top, and it works just fine, and it's super freaking cheap. Not the entire palette, but I couldn't pry it out of the palette and I don't want to poke it or ruin the eyeshadow, but this eyeshadow you see right here is MAC's Soba eyeshadow, and I literally have been just packing it on with a MAC 239, and then I'll grab the MAC, what is it, 224 brush and just blend away, and I'm good for eyeshadow. I just need that single shade, and I drag a little bit underneath the lower lash line, and occasionally I'll wear eyeliner, but today I couldn't be bothered with it, and I just apply a bunch of coats of my Maybelline Full and Soft. You guys know I love this stuff, and it's great. Like it's a nice, subtle, everyday look. And I think I've mentioned this in one of my favorites. I had to have mentioned it somewhere because it's all I talk about, is Maybelline's Truffle Teas. And I even did a blog post, like a review on these. Truffle Teas reminds me of a lipstick that came out a little bit, I think with one of the Rihanna collections. I think it was called Nude, actually. And it's just this brownie nude shade, and I love it. If you can get over the Play-Doh smell of it, which I've grown accustomed to, it's just a really pretty brown, it's almost like an adult nude, that's what I like to call it. And I wear this nonstop, and I've already bought 2 more just in case as a backup. I like to wear the Almay Liquid Lip Balm in Cantaloupe Cream, and I've also done a review on these. These are really similar to the, what is it, the Clarins Instant Lip Perfectors, and to go along with the whole peachy, what do you want to say, healthy look. A scent that I've been using nonstop for this month has been Zara's White. Now, I had no idea Zara had their own like little perfume line, but when I went to New York, my friend Donnie said, she used to work for Zara, and she was like, you have to smell their stuff. And I smelled it in the store, I liked it. I went with the smaller bottle, which now I regret, now I want the big one. But I smelled it, came home, whatever. I put it on the next day, and I was like, holy, it makes me think of Abercrombie's number 8. Yeah, I used to work at Abercrombie way back in the day, but this is what it reminds me of, that scent, and I really, really like that smell. But for $9.90, that's how much this little bottle was, and I think it's, how many ounces do you get? 30 mLs. That's not bad at all. My last favorite is this, the L'Occitane or L'Occitane, whatever you want to call it. I said the same thing twice, didn't I? The almond shower oil, which I'm almost out, as you can see. I was at the checkout at Sephora and noticed this tiny little bottle, and it was only $8, and I was like, oh, I used to use that. And I was like, oh, let me just grab it, and it's what I used to shave. And I love this stuff. Like, I can't believe I bought one of the bigger bottles and ran out of it and never repurchased it again. But this stuff it leaves your skin so soft, and I have really bad dry skin, and when I shave they get really bumpy and irritated. Like, I can only shave every 2 days perhaps, and I like to shave every day. Are there people like that? Like, do you shave every day? Because I have a thing about being like having hairy legs and like rubbing your leg on your guy. Like, do you think about those things? Because that's, I don't know. I have to shave, but I can't every single day because it's irritating. But this is the only thing that I've found that has helped with the irritation. So off I go to get the big bottle once this is done, which I'll probably finish it tonight. Okay, so those were my favorites for April, and again, I'm gonna make more videos. I have to get on this whole video thing. It's either I put in 100% or I don't. And as of late, I haven't been able to because of everything that's going on. I didn't make it past the 3rd week. I only made it up to the 2nd week with the whole Allure challenge, which is okay. I've said it before in my vlog. I'm okay with whatever outcome happened. Like, it didn't matter to me. The fact that I was just nominated to begin with was amazing. I wish the girls that are remaining luck. I'm still voting, and now I have time to focus on my blog and new and big things that are coming for it. If you haven't subscribed to my blog, go ahead, I'll leave the link below. I'm doing this new newsletter thing, and every Sunday you'll get, it's kind of like updates. I inserted like a little quote of the week and other fun little bits, but I thought that it would be something fun and different and unique. And if you guys, your input, I would appreciate whatever you would like to see on the newsletter, or if you don't like the newsletter, let me know, but just go subscribe on my website and I will leave the link below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.